Hello Scorpio, it's Olivia from Doss Tarot. I'm here to do your weekly reading for the 24th through the 30th of January 2021. Hope you guys are all doing well and being safe, staying out of trouble. Okay, let's just go ahead and dive in and see what we have. What's the most important thing for Scorpio to be made aware of? The most important thing, please. That was way too many that were about to fall out. Wow. Too many. I need one card to start, please. Okay. Okay. First card for you, Scorpio. The Ten of Wands. This could be somebody that's doing a lot of work. Could be somebody that has a job and has to work, and then they get home, they gotta cook supper or anything, just double work. This is coming to an end, though. That is for sure. This is something that's coming to an end. It's been very heavy, very burdensome, and now it's time to let it go. There's no equality in a situation, and it could have something to do with the work. Let's say this is a wife. She goes to work, gets home, she has to cook, get the kids ready, get them in bed, that kind of stuff. She could be feeling like there's no equality. There's nothing equal here. They may feel like they're doing all of the work, and this is indicating that. The Six of Wands talks about some kind of loss of a battle. This has probably been something that's been going on for a little bit, because the Six of Wands talks about, in the upright, is a victory, that they've overcome something. In the reverse, they're not able to overcome this. It's too intense. It's something that they can't let go of, or that you can't let go of, Scorpio. It could be a battle that goes on, maybe even on a daily basis. Five of Swords talks about this isn't your battle, but you're taking it on because you feel like you need to express yourself. Because in the Five of Swords in reverse talks about this battle's not over. It's going to be a continuation. It's probably something that comes in daily. I mean, if you think about it, somebody's doing a lot of work, working a job, coming home and having work there. There's no equality. There's nothing that's balanced in this situation. And you feel like there's a loss. It feels like you're not ever able to win the battle, and this is almost like a confirmation of this. Not able to win the battle, but this is continuous battling. And it could just be in your head, because the swords do talk about your mind and thinking. And it could be that you're just thinking this, and when you think something, it becomes reality. It's kind of like manifesting. The more you think about it, the worse it's going to get. And this might be a reversal thing. You think about it all the time, every day when you get home, and it's just like it's gotten to the point where you're so exhausted and tired. You might want to work on this first, just as advice. The Five of Swords is not your battle. It's not your battle. You're not a fighter. You're just there to pick up the swords, to pick up the pieces. You're making it your battle when you keep going at it every day in your own mind. This is in your own mind. It's almost, I hate to say it, it's almost like sabotaging yourself to be in a negative sense, like in a negative psyche. Your person, King of Wands in reverse, this person might be getting tired of hearing about it. The King of Wands in the reverse is somebody that's stubborn. They don't like to be told what to do. They don't like to be dictated to. There is collaboration here. So the King of Wands, he feels like he's working with you. On the other hand, you feel like there's no equality. It's like these two are opposites. This is like you don't feel like anybody's pulling their share load, but over here, this person feels like that they're working with you. Maybe it's not at the speed you want it done. Or maybe this has been accumulative. Like I said, I think you're overthinking something and you're making it into something it's not. Because they are working with you. But they don't like to be told what to do. This is the king of a home. This is somebody that rules, you know. Usually the male, if you want to go with this as a masculine energy, this is somebody that is basically the bigger, usually, unfortunately, the bigger money maker, the one that brings home the big money. And I'm not saying that that's what this is, but they are working, they're doing their best, they're working with you. There's been an injustice here. This is Sagittarius, and this is telling me that there's something here that's not fair. If this person feels like they're working with you, and on the other hand, you feel like they are not, like they're not pulling their fair share. I mean, this is the Six of Pentacles, and this is the 3. If you look at the total 6, that would be 3 for you and 3 for this person. But you're going overboard with it. I wonder if you're just, because your person feels like there's an injustice here. It's like they don't feel like you're seeing their worth. You don't appreciate what they're doing. And it makes them get a little upset. They might not be working as hard as you, but they are doing their part, and it's like you're not even recognizing it. This is somebody that likes to show off their worth. They like to show what they're capable of doing. It's like getting that acknowledgement. I don't know, maybe you guys look at things in a different way from one another. Maybe one feels, it's obviously that you guys are not balanced, or at least you don't feel like you are. This person does feel like they are. Whatever that means to you. Now the Four of Cups in reverse is somebody that's very discontent and with their emotions. You know what it feels like? I feel like this person might have more love than you do. But they are it's starting to dwindle. And it's because of this bickering. If somebody's got to come home to this every day because you're overthinking it and thinking that you're getting ripped off because they're not doing nothing. That's so, I'm sorry, but this person doesn't see it that way. Maybe you guys should communicate, like with the Eight of Wands would be really good. Let's see what we get. Oh, the Hermit in reverse. This is a Virgo card. And this is Sagittarius. No. That's Libra. I'm sorry, Libra. So with the Hermit reverse, this talks about somebody that's looking for answers outside of themselves. And you know, your two cards here are both in reverse, which just tells me that neither one of you are content. I don't see any love over here on this side. I do see emotions and feelings that are upside down because they feel like there's an injustice here. It's hurting. Something's got to go. I think that Two of Pentacles in reverse is somebody's thinking about dropping something. It's like it's too much. Now, if that's you, Scorpio, this is telling me that you feel like you're doing so much that it's not fair. You're never going to have victory over it. You don't feel like it's ever going to change. And it's not, because you think about it every day and you bring it back to life every day that you wake up. You just go through the same cycle over and over. Okay? So you are the one that should, I almost feel like you're the one that's more wanting to drop something. Because if it's this person over here, the only thing that I see that they want to drop is the lack of love. Which could mean there could be a split here. And it's not just about money. This is about feelings. Somebody's feelings or emotions are being ignored. On the bottom of the deck, the World in reverse. This is telling me there's something that's there's a life-changing event here that's going to happen. And it's going to be probably either for both or one or the other. Now the World in reverse is telling me there's something here that's not being closed. There needs to be something that comes to an end. And this could be the beginning of one of you thinking about it, about splitting up or doing things completely different. Maybe somebody is doing too much. Maybe this person does need to start picking up the pace. But I don't see any communications here. Are you guys talking to one another? Because this is telling me that both of you here are looking for answers outside of yourself, when in reality, this Hermit card, all the answers that you're looking for are inside of yourselves. Look inside yourself. Judge yourselves before you start judging other people. And it goes for both people. Look inside yourself. Look inside yourself. And you guys find out what is going on. Is it more than just feeling the heavy burden of work? Is there something else that's missing here? Is it a lack of love? Because that's kind of what it feels like. Queen of Swords. That's a Scorpio card. Actually, it's Virgo and Libra. You got a Libra over here too. This is somebody that is had enough. This person can only take so much BS and then they get bitter. And first thing they want to do is start trying to find the answers, but I can see with the Sword in reverse, there's not going to be any clarity here because nobody's talking. Now, this is you, I believe, Scorpio, trying to bring this conversation up. But if you're going at it at a harsh way like this, like with anger, this person's probably not going to open up. You need to have compassion for one another if this is a work relationship or if it's a romance. One or the other, it doesn't matter. Two people that need to talk to each other need to get together and figure out what's really going on. What's the deep message here that we're not seeing with the cards? Now, this is somebody that's standing up for themselves. They're saying, look, and again, I go back to this king. He gets stubborn. He doesn't like to be dictated to. And yet, at the same time, he is doing what needs to be done on his end. And again, this is something this person isn't getting paid for this kind of work. This is something that somebody's just doing to beautify something and to get recognition for it. And they're standing up for their rights. And it's like this person is saying, I have to block you, Scorpio. I have to block you. This arguing is too much. It's just too much. I'm doing what I can. And then the cards down here. Now we have Temperance. This is Sagittarius. So you got 2 Libras and a Sag. And a Virgo. Temperance here is asking for both sides to be patient, because the angels are trying to work on this situation and they're trying to see it from both people's view, and there's going to be some kind of balancing, but you have to have patience. The divine is working on it, because whatever is here, if it doesn't get balanced, the world is not going to turn. And the world turning is like a breath of fresh air is what I always call it, or the reset button on life between two people that need to come back together to get balanced and figure out where's the imbalance here. You know? I know I get hyper, but I get hyper, sorry. I want to see if I can pull. Let's see what the energy is for you, Scorpio. Healer of the ages. Now this is like a Jesus. This is also, and I always say it with this card too, this is Jesus. The Hermit, this is Jesus consciousness. This is like having Jesus within you. That's why I always say it's like talking to your soul. When you talk to your soul, you get answers. And it's funny that the healer of the ages, because remember, this card is for both people. That's both of you possibly are looking for answers by praying, which is beautiful. So in a way, it's a roundabout way of communicating with one another, but at least somebody here is also working on it. And this also indicates that there's a divine presence here that's also helping besides Temperance. Wow. I'm going to get one more card. Oh gosh, excuse me. Adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. And that's pretty wise. That's pretty wise. And these two cards can go with both. It's not necessarily one or the other. Wow. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. I hope this helps. I'm sorry I get hyper, but I can feel the energy and it affects me. Anyway, I will see you during February. Until then, be safe. My name is Di.